Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They run with Hunt, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Mahomes will try again on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now it's Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Watson on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. On first and 10, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go!
Again, it's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. We have hit half. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Foreman, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Come on, let's go!
Again, it's Foreman. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Flex round! Flex round! Go, go, go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, it's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there on the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? To the right side, it's Kelsey. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run. This is Hunt. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run again with Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, over. No, check, Patriot. Leopard. Over.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go!
Now a first down throw, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Come on, let's go!
Now Watson on first down, buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Does the big boy have the juice? 30, 20, and they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And how about the big boy showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Chris
Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Mahomes to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Take 4. Come on, let's go.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Hitchens able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On second down, here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's Hunt. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
for
sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Is Hunt, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. Gone. All right, now, look at 56. Now let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Room here to run. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Here we go now. 319.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield.
Say goodbye to Braxton Miller. The 30, 10, 5. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.